Hey, good morning, YouTube. Today is now Friday, June 27th. It is 9:44 Mountain Time. I'm at the Loves, 3 miles from where I pick up. My appointment's at 11:30. But I'm about to leave here now. I'm going to see if I'll maybe get in the dock a little bit earlier. This is that big trip going 2,400 miles all the way down to Port Orange, Florida, delivering on Tuesday. So, how many hours do I have to play with this load? I hadn't even thought about that. I've got... I hate when it freezes like, let me reopen it so I can reset because it's still showing I'm on duty from yesterday. No, I'm not. No, I'm not, Motive. Probably because I keep closing the app. Who the hell's calling me? Hello. 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 That'll teach an agent from calling me. The hell with him. I got 40 hours on my 70. How long is it going to take me to make this trip? That's the question. Now, if it would have been a normal English speaking individual, I would have had a conversation with whomever that was. But all I heard was bulla 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 let it walk please. I'm not having a conversation with someone like that. It's not going to happen. Don't give a damn. Come on, get in there. I tried to. That's so funny. Are you a copy over there or what, buddy? Okay. You know what? Let me do this stuff. Let me get going, and we'll get over there and see if they get us in early. But thanks for being here, guys. I appreciate all the support. This will be a 4-day vlog, probably. I hope not, but we'll see what happens throughout the day. So thanks for being here. Let's get to getting. I just gotta let things go, man. Otherwise, it aggravates me. So I get here to the shipper. It's like, can you haul 44,800 pounds? I'm like, no. My assignment says 42.5. So, well, that was the other one. I'm like, what other one? This is my pickup number. I was like, this is a Florida load too, so the tandems can't go past 40. I was like, I'm not worried about the total weight per se. Well, 44 is my absolute maximum. She's like, well, can you go to the scale so we can figure out how much to tear off? I was like, yeah, I went to the scale, so I'm 34,000 pounds, but I've only got 3/4 of a tank of fuel. So, my tandems are where they need to be for Florida. They say that I didn't have to slide my tandems back or nothing like that. So I'm like, okay. So I asked, what's the commodity? She went dehydrated potatoes and beans and things like that. I'm like, okay. I was like, well, you know, load up what you need to load up, and of course I'll go back over to the Flying J and I'll check the weight. As long as we can get axle distribution, I don't care. Put whatever you need to do on the truck, to be honest. Whatever. We'll see what happens. I'm in the dock now. I got here rather quickly after I went to the Flying J to get a scale ticket. So I don't know. We'll see how it all works out. I mean, I just got to trust that these warehouse people here, that a guy, he was in there talking. I was like, hey, I got to trust that you know how to load these things right. So as long as I can get my axles distributed fine, I don't care what you put on here. That's what I told him. He's like, okay, no worries. So, like, all right, so we'll find out. But I got to let shit go. I know it's a business. I know this. My initial reaction is like, I'm just going to call them and tell them to take it back. reschedule the load. I was like, God damn it! I didn't stop that initial, the initial reaction when something is not what I expect it to be. That's on me, 100% on me. I need to just get it fixed. So, all right. So an hour and 20 minutes in dock. Not a bad load time. It's just I definitely feel heavy, so I'm just worried about distribution. So we'll see. The paperwork says total weight 44,661 pounds. That's including the dunnage, right? The pallets and all that. I noticed some Waffle House hash browns back there. So those are your dehydrated stuff. I didn't realize Waffle House's hash browns were dehydrated taters. So they just kind of, I guess, boiled and then fried. Now we're heading over to the Flying J to get scaled. This is a long entrance to this turn lane because of the railroad tracks. So hopefully, okay, we're good. And that Flying J we got scaled at earlier is just right across from the Lowe's we stayed at last night. It's just the first one you come to, so that's why I chose that one. Noticed this morning that my engine light was on. Not the check engine light, but the mill light, the malfunction indicator lamp. Because if you don't know, these trucks have two engine lights. One has the word check engine over it, and the other one is just a picture of the engine, a light of the engine with no words on it. That's the mill light, MIL, malfunction indicator light. Usually, you start the truck up, it comes on for a few seconds, then it'll shut off after a couple of minutes, but nah, not today. I don't know, it's not throwing no codes out, but a lot of times, from what I've experienced, when the lights came on, it's pretty much telling you the truck is trying to correct itself or fix itself, and at some point, if it can't, it'll start throwing out codes. So we're going to kind of just let it be, see what happens. Maybe it'll go off on its own. The last time too I had one on for a couple of days. I remember KO suggested, hey, just turn the power switch off, turn it back on, leave it off for a couple of minutes, turn it back on, and let the system reboot. Because basically, all these computers, all these trucks are just computers. So sometimes a simple reboot will work. So we're going to give it, let's say, by the end of the day, and we'll see if it goes off or not. But in the meantime, we got to get over to this Flying J to get scaled. Hopefully we don't got to go back and get reworked. So my tandems can't go back any further because of Florida law. If anything, let my drives be a little heavy so I can pull forward a couple. I think I've only got a couple holes anyway. Then again, I got to make sure I have enough. Whatever the weight is, I gotta look and see what my fuel is. I'm probably overthinking it right now just because I'm just worried these heavy ass loads are gonna be heavy as shit, max weight, and nobody likes max weight, right? So we'll figure it out. Always make sure the truck in front of you gets completely off the scale before you start moving forward. It allows the scale to readjust itself, recalibrate itself. So by the time you start moving, it's had its few seconds to do that. So, and go on slow and don't slam on your brakes while you're on the scale because there's moving parts under here. And if you stop hard and lock your brakes up or what have you, you wind up risking the calibration. And then your weights are all wrong and blah, 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 all that good stuff. So stop slow and easy, put it in neutral, Take your foot off the brakes to release any tension, and once that's done, then put your foot back on the brake, because this is not a perfectly level scale, and I'm going to roll if I don't. Open up the Weigh My Truck CAT Scale app. Verify the location ID, 1795, confirm. It's been a couple hours. It's going to let me do a reweigh. I'll take it. I wonder what the time length is between first weigh and reweigh on these scales. If you know, tell me, because I don't know. I figured it'd been a couple hours since the last time I was here. They might have charged me a full price again, but they charged me a $5 reweigh fee, which I'm okay with. Well, I'm not okay with the $5 fee, but I'm okay with not having to pay full price again. Oh, shit. Okay, I know. I forgot. I got to turn my damn card on. Alright, so let's do the... I think I'm going to have to go off the scale, go back around, and get back on for it to work. There's someone else behind me. Let me try one more time. Alright, card is on. Damn it! He put in the wrong app. He's probably going to tell me the scale is busy because of this bullshit. So far, it's still processing. Total weight 78,340. 11.5 steers, 34,120 drives, 32,720 trailers. All right, so I can pull my, all right, push my tandems up. I think all I've got is a couple holes, and that's all I'll need. All right, so we're on the road. We left Flying J about, I don't know, 30, 40 minutes ago. We are on I-15 South. We're going to be hitting I-15 BL, the business loop, for a couple hundred miles, and it's going to take us, like, angled from Salt Lake. We're not going all the way to Salt Lake City, then hitting 80. We're going to go kind of give it around and hit 80 eventually. We put our tandems all the way up. We had about 300 pounds to spare on the drives, 300 or 400. So I won't be able to fill up my tanks during this trip. So I was at 3/4 of a tank or so when I did that. So I mean, maybe I could, but what I'll do is I'll just put every day. I'll just kind of do half a tank or the driver's side tank fill and be done with it. That gets me about 500 miles, depending on terrain and delays and all that shit. But I put in the trucker path. My planned stop would be that Flying J that I stopped in Cheyenne, Wyoming on the way out. And I remembered, because it was 8 hours and 11 minutes, like 511 miles or so, 540 miles. No, it was like 550 miles. It said 8 hours, 11 minutes ETA. I was like, all right, well, let me use my 8. I could probably get that down below 8 by the time I get there, and just kind of, if I drive straight through on a perfect, flawless drive, right? So that's kind of what I put in as a plan to get to. I don't think I'm going to make it now because it just got delayed through some construction, and now who knows what else is going to happen. But I remember when I was at that Flying J, and that's where 80 and 25 meet. You go down 25 for a mile, then that's where that's at. That's where I met one of you guys there. I forgot to even mention it. It was Ghost Driver. I think he works for RMS, I think, if I remember right. Maybe I do, I don't know. My memory sucks. But I remember meeting him. I was rushing in to use the restroom, and I was gonna get a meal and get a shower and go to bed. He had just got done doing all that himself, so we chatted for about 5 or 10 minutes. You know, I love meeting you guys out there, out here on the road. Unfortunately, at the time, I said I was in the restroom. I didn't, and he was on his way out of the building. I didn't have any stickers on me, so I don't ever really carry them on me. They're always up above my head here in the truck. So I wasn't able to give him any stickers, but you know, if y'all see me out here, man, just say hi to me. I say all the time, if you see me, say hi. I love meeting you guys out here, hearing your stories and chatting and bullshit and all that good stuff. So I don't know if we're going to make it to Cheyenne. Right now, since we're 521 miles away, 7 hours, 45 minutes roughly, and I've got 7:01 on my drive clock. So we're not going to make it all the way to Cheyenne today. But we're going to get as far as we can get. Look at that right there. That is just absolutely beautiful. Gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous. Oh, man. I'm in a Maverick. Not necessarily a truck stop, but it's got truck and RV fuel. So I'm kind of doing a 30 here because we can get a couple hours back. But we decided to go ahead and decrease the, shorten up by 80 miles from the Cheyenne stop to a Love's in Laramie. So we're gonna go there. There's a Love's, a Petro to pilot off that same exit. I'm bound to find parking somewhere there, so but preferably the Love's. That's where we're gonna shoot for, is Laramie. But I had to pull over. I'd used the restroom for one, and went ahead and grabbed lunch. I realized it's like 3:30, 3:45, and I ate breakfast at what, 9? I said, like, that sounds fat there, right? But I was hungry. Just gorgeous ride. I got some footage. I know I got some footage going to be showing you later in the video of coming over the mountains or off the mountains. And mountains aren't good when you're heavy because, you know, 65 mile an hour zone, I'm going 28 mile an hour up this mountain. Chugga, 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 chugga. So I love the North when it comes to beauty this time of year. And I guarantee it's beautiful even in the wintertime. But snow and ice, I don't want to deal with it. I ain't going to deal with it. I choose not to. Unless it comes into my area in the south, which it did last year. New Orleans, remember that? Houston, remember that? Baton Rouge shut down for a month. Remember that? Yeah. So we got 3 minutes and 40 seconds left for our 30 is completed. We'll pull out of here. Kind of in front of a half pump. And a truck just pulled up behind me, but I saw him walk in. I was hoping nobody would for at least another few minutes, so I wouldn't feel like I'm blocking nobody. But the problem is the truck over here in the inside lane, he went around the curb, and I was planning on going over to the curb to get out of the way, but he parked in the one spot that can block 3 trucks from parking there. So, whatever. Anyhow, let's keep going, guys. We're going to go shoot for the Love's in Laramie, Wyoming for our stop tonight. All right, we just stopped. We are in Rawlins, Wyoming, at a Flying J. We did just about 400 miles today. I'm a little tired. We'll go ahead and call it. It's 8:35 local time. Still on Mountain Time, so we got 2,000 miles to go. Should be okay to knock that stuff out. Still undetermined of what route I'm going to take once I get over into St. Louis area. If I'm going to start heading south there, which probably will hit, what's that, 55 for a little bit, and then hit 22 and just take that over and then hit 20. That's probably the route. Just because it's less mountainy, it's a better drive, it's an easier drive. Instead of taking what it wants me to take, it wants me to go all the way into Nashville and take 24, or even West Memphis or Memphis area, and go over in 40 into Nashville, and then go Chattanooga and all that shit and hit 24 and go up and over Montana. No, that's just no. So probably going to be what I said. St. Louis, start heading south on 22, whatever the road connects me from there to 22, and then just angle it over. So anyhow, I'm done for today. I'm a little tired. I'm just going to, I feel like I've recorded enough today for the video today. So I'm going to go ahead and edit it and get it uploaded. There won't be another video until Tuesday after I deliver this load, because the next 3 days are going to be, well, you just saw the road footage. That's all the next 3 days are going to be. I'll take clips throughout the next 3 days, but the next video will not be, well, I don't even know if it's going to be on Tuesday. Yeah, it will. What I'll do is I'll get like very close, and I won't show the delivery. I might do like I did last time, do the short delivery of the short that morning, and have, yeah, that's what I'll do. So anyway, thanks for watching, guys. I appreciate all the support. It means the world to me. Thank you so much. Y'all have a good night, and I will see you on Tuesday. Next video. Whenever the next video is, that's when I'll see you. Have a good night, y'all.